Morning. Oh, rain certainly has stopped play for today, hasn't it? I should be videoing right now, but you know what? Nah. I'm supposed to be outside doing some videoing of products, etc., but it's not going to happen. So I thought, well, let's go up to the caravan anyway. I just need to make sure everything's okay. I haven't been up there for a couple of days. Pop up to the caravan, and me and you, we'll have a bit of a chat. When we started this channel way back in 2014, the idea was that we would document and share our adventures in the caravan with anybody who was wanting to watch it. Specifically, we wanted to share it with our family and our friends. And it didn't start well, to be fair. We didn't really record much. I didn't really have an appetite for doing it, and you know, it didn't start well. It was when Tom came and sat with me one night, and I was trying to find answers to particular questions, and I think it was actually how to clean the caravan, what we should be doing, what's the best chemicals on the market, you know, what's the products, what should we be doing, what's the routine, you know, questions like that. And Tom said, why don't we work out our own routine and go and video it ourselves and share it with everybody else? And that is where this channel, sharing ideas and knowledge, that is the start of it all. It started with the caravan cleaning video. We then videoed it and shared it with the world, but to this day it's probably one of our most popular videos. And so over time we started to build momentum of recording some of these things that we do in the caravan, and then, you know, we recorded our trips away, you know, to Longleat, I think was one of them. Started to get an idea of the sort of things we want to be sharing, and also producing a style and a recognisable brand that everybody would relate to. And that's where it started. It's now manifested into a channel that has lots of helpful how-to tips and tricks, product reviews and holiday vlogs. And it's created itself into something far bigger than any of us ever anticipated. The feedback we get genuinely is really humbling. The private messages I get, the emails I get, the direct messages I get from Facebook, the YouTube channel, the comments, etc. From all different avenues, the comments that we get back and the messages are really humbling. And there's, I don't know, six or seven occasions where people have said, you know, your helpful videos have really helped us to decide that next year is going to be the year we're going to buy a caravan. This is exactly what our family needs. It looks like you have great fun. This channel is now far bigger than I ever anticipated. I suppose really what I'm trying to say, and I don't respond well to thanks or praise, is thank you, actually. A very sincere thank you to everybody that subscribed to us, everybody that's commented to us, and everybody that's shared our content with other people. It's a huge, huge honour that you have decided to join us and share our mumblings and our content and our funny occasions that we as a family take part in. I'm incredibly humbled that you have joined us and enjoyed it with us. You know, we have a great time making these videos. It's not all about me, by the way. Let's make this one thing very, very clear. Okay, I video and I edit it and I put it up online. But actually, you know, it's a family affair. Tom is my wingman. He's not here with me today. He's in college. He is a massive, massive influence in a lot of these videos. A lot of stuff that you don't see behind the scenes. You know, he is very critical over the stuff that I produce, and he's really good. He's my soundboard. You know, I bounce a lot of ideas off of him, so he is critical to a lot of this process. And Angela and Chloe, obviously, they have ideas and they input ideas into what we should be doing going forward. Now, for next year, the family and I, we've already started to plan out where we're going to go, what we're going to do, places we want to visit, attractions we want to see, and in fact, some people that we want to visit as well. Because as we grow as a channel, people are asking, could you, it'd be nice if we could meet up, and it'd be nice if we could do something. And genuinely, I'm up for that. It's lovely to meet people. We met Deb and Steve in our last outing at Cirencester. It was great fun. We had a really good time there. And just by chance, I met Steve and Wendy from another YouTube channel, which I subscribe to, and you must subscribe to them as well. In fact, go and subscribe to them right now because they're fantastic. They're just about to embark into full-time canal boat ownership, which is great. Really appeals to me, that does. And I just happened to bump into him whilst we were clearing out the toilets at the chemical waste point. And if I'd known he was there, we would have definitely had a good evening entertainment with those guys as well. And then back in the summer, we met Richard and Trev as well from the Legs Down blog as well. And those two guys, they are absolutely fantastic. Really passionate about caravanning, super passionate about good beer, which again appeals to me. And there are lots of other people as well on Twitter, which I really desperately want to meet up with. There's at Transit Driver Ian. I desperately want to meet up with him next year at some point, and just say hi, which is going to be great. And there's a few others as well. There's a few other people that I really, really want to just hang out with because they're lovely guys. So we're planning that at the moment. But also on top of that, I've got the idea for 3 separate series of videos. One of them aimed at newcomers, one of them aimed at the general population, non-caravanners, caravanners, campers, non-campers, all sorts of people with a common issue. And then the third one is aimed at a cookery series. Now, I'm not going to go into any details over on these because they're in the very early stages. We're planning them. But Andrew Ditton is heavily involved in one of those series, and we've come up with this great idea. I've contacted a lot of people. I've contacted individuals who I thought might be interested in coming on board and joining me in it. Organisations, clubs, national bodies, trade associations, manufacturers, suppliers, you name it. I've contacted a lot of people. And to date, bearing in mind I've been doing this now for 6 weeks trying to contact people, and I've contacted a lot. To date, not one single person has come back to me to say, yes, that's a great idea, or no, that's a terrible idea. I've had no feedback whatsoever from anybody. So I'm left with the choice of, well, what do I do? Do I fund it myself? Because it will take money. It will take investment from me. Do I fund it myself and just go off and do it? Do I hold out for the possibility that somebody else will come on board? Or do I just plant the whole idea? And I think where I'm going with it is actually I'm going to fund it myself. I'm going to pay for it all myself, do it myself, and then produce it to the outside world. But you see, that doesn't actually solve the problem because I'm only one person. This is only one channel. Not everybody knows about this channel. Not everybody is aware of the stuff that we've done to date. And that's very obvious because of the comments I see online. And I keep sharing some of our videos to answer those questions. And also, it'd be good to get somebody else on board as well because, there's somebody else with a different perspective, a different point of view. And that is something that I think, for the subject that I'm going to cover, that's something that is really important. So I'm going to probably end up funding it myself and starting that probably in the new year. And the cookery one, I'll probably end up doing that myself as well, as it stands, because I've contacted a few people and nobody's interested. And based upon the feedback I got from our Cirencester trip when I did that cookery segment at the back of one of the days when I showed how to cook, this stuff, genuinely there was a lot of appetite, no pun intended. There was genuinely a lot of appetite for people to say, how do you cook in a caravan? What do you use to cook in a caravan? What, you know, and there is a lot of people that are either scared, they don't know, or they don't want to know on how to cook in a caravan, because weirdly people see this as a completely different cooking experience in a caravan than at home. And my point was, let's keep it simple. I'll show you a few ideas, basic stuff, yet it's maximum effort points and maximum taste points with minimum effort. So, you know, that was the idea I had on that one, and I think that has got legs, and that has got a lot of attention to it as well. And, you know, and it helps with the diversity of this channel, I suppose. You know, the fact that you know, we don't need to do the same thing every video. We need to diversify and show different avenues and do different things. You know, that's what keeps people's interest in these videos. So yeah, I think that's it really. That's my whinge and moan over. So there we go, slightly different video for this week. My apologies for that. I hope that normal service will resume. Yeah, we'll let's look forward to the next one anyway, shall we? So I'm just going to look around the van, make sure everything's okay, pack up and trundle on back home. So there we go then, guys. Until the next one, I hope this has been a nice video for you to watch today, and I'll see you next week. Take care now. Bye.